Those of you who don't know us yet, we are Carol and Ken, and we like touring in our little red camper, tiny Nissan MV200 built by Sussex Camper Vans. We offer tips and tricks for how to survive in such a tiny van, and also try and demonstrate just how easy it is to wild camp. It's the 8th of August now, and we're on the seafront in the Isle of Man in a little town called Laxey, where we've just made use of the public toilets, and we're now going to have some breakfast. I've backed up all the files onto the NAR box, which seems to be working fine now. So Carol's come back with some rather shocking news. What happened to the bacon butties then?
I went to ask in the cafe, they did for breakfast,
yeah,
and they just said just what's on the board, and it was just croissants, toasted crumpets, toasted tea cake,
oh dear,
porridge. I said, you don't do any sausage, egg, bacon or anything? She said, no, nothing like that.
Oh, all right then. Okay, we'll have to cook our own. Charlie's rustled up a burger. Delicious. That hits the spot.
Was that alright?
Yummy. So we're going to go food shopping again.
Yeah, we have to go like every other day.
Okay.
Hi.
You can always pick up a good pair of shoes here on the Isle of Man. People on the Isle of Man really enjoy the water. There's so many people here making use of the sea. Not really sure what they're doing here. They're dragging this buoy at the moment. You can't beat a piggyback ride on the beach in the morning. I must get Carol to give me one. Too cold for us, but there are plenty of people prepared to swim in these waters. We had our breakfast and drank our coffee and just sat there watching the world go by. We needed to do a little bit of housekeeping. I needed to fill up the water supply. First time we filled up on this trip, isn't it?
It is.
That's the lowest the water's ever been actually though. Almost empty.
So this is what, day 4?
Day 4, yeah. And actually the tank wasn't totally full when we left. You're just lugging water for the sake of it, aren't you?
Yeah, it just goes to show how little you use really.
Yeah. With all the chores done, it was time to get back on the road and explore this lovely island. Back on the road, Bunny.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah, it's very nice. I needed something. I was starving.
Well, I had a nice leisurely stop and the sun came out, so it was lovely.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
Yeah, it's really lovely down on that beach. Plenty of people enjoying the sea, out in their yachts and all sorts.
So we'll have to pick a really nice day and then do this tram ride, won't we?
Yeah, we'll do the electric tram up the mountain.
Well, I think do them both, all the way along and all the way up to the mountain, yeah.
And then do the steam train down from Douglas down to Port Erin the other way.
We want to see as much as we can, don't we, really?
Definitely. Drop off down there.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'll make sure I have a damn good look. We made it. Don't think I've seen as many sheep in a field as this one. Pretty soon the roads narrowed and we were back down in Dingley Dell. There's only a trickle in the ford this morning, so we can cross with ease. You do like your narrow lanes, Charlie Brown?
If you're going to the ancient monuments, you have to go down some little roads.
Yeah. Steep, isn't it? I'll stay in first gear here. We had intended to see 2 ancient monuments, but when we actually arrived there was absolutely nowhere to leave the van, so we just kept on driving. I wonder how many times these little cottages get scraped by vehicles trying to squeeze past. Too sure.
Oh, there's a mirror there. Is that showing up the track? So you can see what's coming.
Spooky. We'll get used to it, I'm sure. I wound down the windows so we could hear.
But what do they sound like? Electric trams?
Well, any noise.
You would hear the
You wind the windows down and you have a listen.
Yeah. And
any noise, you know, you're on your guard, but if it's quiet, nothing's coming, is it? This is the lighthouse at Mooragh Head, or I think that's how you pronounce it. It's looking particularly beautiful today with that sunlight and cloud shadow on it. And here's a view of the village that lays behind it. People that live here have got a lovely view, haven't they, over there?
Yeah. Can't really see it now.
Can't see
it's
it
beautiful.
now. What's this place?
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
You go straight down and do the seafront.
Right. See that?
Closed off. Having some repair work done.
We pulled in and parked for a little while, and this was a good opportunity to have a look at the place from the drone. One of the things we're really loving about the Isle of Man is just how easy it is to park. Hardly anywhere has charges, and there are certainly no restriction signs getting in your way. The front road here is Queen's Promenade, and that's the Selby River there emerging into the sea. In the background you can just about make out the Ramsey Harbour Swing Bridge. Coming back towards the van, we can see Ramsey's Queen's Pier tramway. The pier is 2,241 feet long, but it's currently undergoing renovation. It was originally intended as a landing stage to allow steam packet ships to pick up and discharge passengers when the tide was low. In 1970, the last steamer called at the pier head, and upon closing in June 1990, due to concerns about its safety, the rolling stock was removed to a small museum. We're in need of some supplies, so we're going to call in Ramsey and get some food and probably some more water.
Turn left onto West Quay. In 500 metres at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Bowring Road A9.
Here's that swing bridge we saw from the drone.
ShopRite.
In 50 metres at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Station Road.
Let's come between the vans, shall we?
We've arrived.
Turn left and your destination will be on the right.
Actually, I think I'll go forwards so he doesn't swipe me if he pulls out.
Head east, then you will arrive at your destination.
Carol headed in to get some shopping whilst I looked after the van. It saved locking it all up and doing a full security. We think ShopRite is just the trading name for Sainsbury's here on the island. The wind is starting to get up and there's a few spots of rain in the air. We got some baps made here and they're absolutely delicious.
Yep, that's the lake.
We spotted this lake on Google Maps and thought it might be a good place to park up and possibly spend the night. This is down at the far end of the lake and there's quite a few motorhomes here, so we thought we were onto a winner when we pulled in, but it turns out you need a permit to be able to park here, so we gave this a miss.
Ramsey buyers prohibits tents.
Campers, yeah.
So I can't read it. Tents at all times, unauthorised camper vans or vehicles. So you also have to have a permit, I should think, to camp there, yeah.
I think I'll go and park on the road
Go and
then.
park on the road, yeah.
We don't fall foul of anybody.
Get the £500 fine.
Yeah, make our eyes water, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit further on, down at the end of the parade, we found the perfect spot for us and pulled in here right next to the beach. We're here. The journey is at an end. I'll have a banana if we haven't got any lunch. Can't believe I'm not being fed. I recovered from my shock of no lunch by staring at the sea. This seems a calm, sleepy little spot, so I think we might spend the night here if we can. Give it some stick, Charlie.
I can't really beat it.
You can't beat it because people are looking.
Come along now.
Oh. Well, I didn't realise we were going for a full-blown clear out as well. I thought we were just chillaxing.
I've got to make you some lunch now.
There was quite a
busy.
lot of people. Yeah, we worked well.
It's check-in time with the sisters again. FaceTime call.
Yeah.
So it's just over 2,000 people.
This looks super tasty. So we've got the rest of the chicken and all the salady bits plus some couscous that we had the other night.
Some garlic bread.
And some garlic bread. Thanks very much, Charlie.
Welcome.
This is going to be tasty. Banana for pudding. Thanks very much.
This is all you're getting.
Yeah. It'll have to do. I could watch dogs having fun all day long.
Darling, I know it's hard to let go.
You watch this little one, super quick and a good dodger.
Longer days when I'm away, but we'll both pretend to be bold. Darling, I've never been bold. Flowers you brought my stomach in knots. You never seem to be still.
This is little and large in the dog world.
My heart's on pause whenever you're gone.
Dog fight coming up. I don't think these white poodles like the big dog very much.
Darling, I've never been there.
They're all big and hard with a gate between them and the big one, but good to see the little one is giving them a piece of its mind.
Many miles will we ever see home again? Waves they tower, screams get louder. All I
Well, it's getting late now, and as you can see, we haven't moved very far. In fact, we haven't moved anywhere at all. We're still down here on the beach, and it looks like this will be our spot for the evening. Carol thinks the weather's brightening up, but I'm not sure about that. There's some pretty nasty rain clouds just behind us.
We will travel many miles, will we?
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button for more adventures from the Little Red Camper.